All right, good morning. I haven't made a bee video in about 2 months, and because I was on vacation for 5 weeks, and I've only gone through here once since I've been home to feed them. And when I left, the 4 hives were doing really well, and when I came home, we're gonna see the 2 are doing pretty good. 1 is okay, and that one over there may not even have any bees left. I don't know what happened to that population. We'll talk about it when I get over there and take the cover off. So let's get started before this. I don't want to make this video too long. All right, here we go. Wow, there's not even a lot of bees here. At least not on top anyway. This is some banana and pollen that I gave them like a week ago. They did eat a lot of the banana. There was a lot of banana on that plate. And what I do now, when I give them banana, I sprinkle sugar on the banana. I never did that before, but now I started sprinkling sugar on the banana. So I'm going to pull a few of these frames. I just want to get an idea. I want to see if there's any larvae in there, really. I want to see if there's any larvae or any tropolelap mites in there. So let's loosen up these frames. You need to do this because the bees actually make their own glue. It's called propolis. And they make it from tree bark and sap and bee spit, and they actually make a pretty strong glue out of it. And they like to glue everything in place. If there's any holes in the hive or holes in the box that they don't want, they'll glue those up solid too. So let's take a look at the first frame, see what it looks like on here. Get out of my face, man. Got a bunch of bees on there, and this one's got a fair amount of honey in it, which is correct because they usually put the honey on the outside of the frame. All right, not too much on there, just honey, and that's correct because that's what they do. Now let's see if we can check this one. Yeah, it's hard to see. I don't see any larvae or any eggs on this one. This hive has also gone down in population, that's for sure, from what it was the last time I went through here with Dr. Sammy Ramsey. I'm looking now to see if I see any tropolelap mites running on here. I don't see the queen, and I don't see any larvae, I don't see any eggs. This frame here, they're building out. There's pretty much nothing on there. Nothing. And it's like a false queen cell there. And I don't see anything, boy. So I think these hives, for whatever reason, they're not doing very well. This hive here was really busting before, man. It had really had a ton of bees in here, but it certainly doesn't anymore. So we're going to give them some sugary banana. I'm gonna give them some sugar banana, and then I'm gonna give them some fresh pollen. This is real pollen, it's not pollen substitute, and I do mix sugar with it to make it more appetizing. Right now, there's not a lot of nectar around for the bees. So that's why I need to make sure they stay fed. We got to do the upstairs, do the penthouse. There ain't much going on in the penthouse either. Frames are pretty much empty. These things used to have a lot of honey in on these things not long ago. Ow. This one here still does have a fair amount of honey. It's pretty heavy, but and we'll just put a piece up here. But overall, I would say this hive is not doing well at all. Get this here. Okay, next. And you've heard me say it before, but in case you're new, people always ask, why do you blow smoke on them? Because as soon as this cover comes off, the bees go into a natural panic mode, just like if the roof blew off your house. They're used to it being pitch black in here. All of a sudden, boy, the sun comes in, they want, what the hell happened? So they put out a pheromone, a scent, that's like their defense scent. And that can trigger you to get stung. But when you spray the smoke in here, it changes their pheromone, and it relaxes them, and it takes them out of the defense, let's attack Bruce mode. All right? So, first thing I want to do is get all the old banana out of here. And just like the other one, I'm going to pull a couple of frames and see what it looks like. I don't see or hear a lot of bees in this box. So, I don't know what to expect, but I don't think it's going to be much. This one here, lots of honey. This one here also has some honey. Yeah, this one here also got wax moth in it. Little bit of honey. Absolutely nothing going on that frame. It's got a little bit of honey, but there's only one bee on it. Very bad. This one, as you can see, it's only got about 15 bees on that side. Nothing on that side. One good thing is I don't see tropicolaelap mites running around. That's a good thing. Come on, baby. Get out of here. You're trying to get too close to me. Take off. Oh, this frame's definitely got more honey because it's heavy. But the population in these hives is almost gone. These hives are like history. I don't see no queen. Certainly don't see any larvae, any babies. Looks like all 4 of these hives are like gone south. I'm I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here. I'm probably gonna have to go to the bee farm and get more bees and fill these all back up again. Shouldn't have to do that. Once you buy 2 or 3 nukes, we call it nuke, is a nucleus of a colony. Usually it's a 5-frame box, and it's got a queen and a whole colony of bees. And you take that 5-frame nuke and you can put it in an 8-frame box or a 10-frame box, whatever size you're running. And very shortly, you know, you should have to put a second box on here because they make so many bees. When everything is right, there's a lot of pollen around, there's nectar around, that queen can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day. She's gonna lay between 1,000 and 2,000 eggs. And those bees are gonna take 21 days to hatch. And when they do hatch, you know, it's just gonna keep building, building, building. So every cycle of 21 days, you're gonna get another 1,000 bees. Bees only live around 6 weeks. Bees never really sleep. It's not like it gets to nighttime and the whole hive shuts down, goes to sleep. No, they stay running pretty much 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They do rest, but it's not like nighttime, the bees sleep all night. That's why they burn themselves out in about 6 weeks. So we're gonna give these guys the same. I'm just going to give them a few pieces of banana because there's not many bees in there. And give them a little pollen in case they want that. But these hives are definitely going to need to have the population built up again. For sure. And if you've seen my videos, you know that I can work my bees like this. My bees are very calm. As you see, the only thing I got on is safety glasses, clear safety glasses. If a bee is going to sting you, millions of years of evolution have taught them to go for the predator's eyes first. If there's a bear tearing their hive apart for honey, if there's a skunk at night scratching on the front to make the bees come out so he can eat the bees, they're going to go for the eyes first. The second place they go is your mouth. So I see a lot of beekeepers, they work their bees just like I do, but not many wear eye protection. And I really think you should, because we see so many pictures on Facebook of people with their eye all swollen shut because they got stung by a bee. How many times you got to get stung in the eye before you know you need to do something? Now this box here is probably going to be the best one, because this one here does have some bees. See? This box seems to have got a lot of population while I was away on vacation. Come on, go down, go down, go down, come on. The smoke usually makes them go down inside the frames. As you can see, all the bees that were on top aren't there anymore. They went downstairs. All right, so let's get rid of this. And then put this over here. My frame holder. Yeah, this one's got some bees on there. But just a few bees and a little bit of honey, nothing much. These bees are really flying. Come on, calm down, man. Daddy's just bringing food. Don't sting the hand that feeds you. Okay? Yeah, go on down there, calm down. Calm down, man. Okay. Now, you know, that's a good amount of bees, but that's not what we as beekeepers would call a lot of bees. These frames should be completely covered with bees. I shouldn't even be able to see the honeycomb. And as you can see, right now that's not the case. Gotta get rid of this, get rid of that. Oh, come on, man, these guys are coming up quick. Come on, go back down for a minute, will you? All right, now. This is a little closer to what a frame should look like. But still, all I see there is a bunch of hungry bees. And actually, I want to clean this mess out a little bit right here if I can, without getting stung. See, it's got all this shit in here that I want to get out. I think that one's going to let me have it before too long. All right, wow. This one is definitely doing pretty good, especially compared to the others. This one had a little bit of a population explosion while I was on here. Yeah, that's closer to what a frame of bees should look like. And I do see babies and larvae and capped cells, so that's good. That's what I want to see. So I'm not going to disturb this one anymore. I'm going to put it back together. Another thing I'd like you to get out of my videos is don't be afraid of honeybees. You know, never kill a honeybee. There's thousands of bees here, and no one is stinging me, and no one is stinging Am that's holding my iPad, right? I never kill a honeybee. For what? They're not going to bother you. Now we're going to make them happy. Now we're going to make them happy. Come on, be happy. I'm going to give these guys a lot of banana. I'm only going to save one piece for that last box because it may not even have any bees in it. Give them some pollen. And this is just real pollen that I ran through my coffee grinder and made it more of a powder so it's easier for them to eat. And then I mix it with a little sugar, and that's it. Another thing you don't want to do, don't leave your hive tool in the sun. It gets real hot real fast. Especially the Thailand sun. That ain't even a bee, that's a goddamn cockroach right there. There's like no bees even in this box. It's like empty, man. Gone. There's only a couple of bees in that box. Within a few more days, there won't be any bees in this box. So I just give them one piece of banana. I'd be lucky if there's 15 bees left in that box. And there was thousands when I went on vacation. Okay, that's going to be the end of this bee video. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I probably have to go to the bee farm and buy probably 3 more boxes of bees. From there, they're about $60 to $75 a box. And that'll give me 8 frames fully covered with bees, new queens, and try to build my bees back up again. I've had to do that a few times. We're not sure why it's happening, But one thing it might be is this tropicolaelap mite, which is the mite that Dr. Sammy is here doing his research on for this year. He's the one that found out all about varroa mite and how to take care of varroa mite and what they're actually doing. Everybody thought they were drinking the blood of the bee, which is called the hemolymph. But Sammy proved that's not true. They're not eating the hemolymph, they're eating the fat body. The fat body, in essence, is the liver of the bee. They're eating the liver of the bees in the pupae stage, and so either they don't hatch at all, or they hatch with disease, or they hatch deformed. And now we have this tropicolaelap mite, which potentially will be worse because they reproduce twice as fast. So I'll be seeing Sammy probably the end of this week. I'll be having dinner with him. I'm going to go by the lab and see how he's making out with everything, growing the tropicolaelaps and doing his research. So if Sammy's okay with me updating you, I'll update you, but I don't want to publish anything about Sammy without him telling me it's okay first, all right? So wherever you are, enjoy your day or evening, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.